Coach, some of those in the silver-haired community would say it's a great day for golf, and it is, don't get me wrong, but we say it's a great day for football, and the roof is wide open here in Glendale at State Farm Stadium. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Minnesota Vikings and the Arizona Cardinals. Both of these teams about to reach the halfway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
At their own 19-yard line.
Let's go. 60 outlaw. 22, jet, follow. 22, jet, follow.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be upended after a gain of 5, up to the 25-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25.
He's checking, he's checking, he's checking. Crash, crash. Hey, alert 3, alert 3. Listen. 37, check 37.
And now he'll tuck it and run. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Well, if you're going to run the read option, typically, you've got to keep an eye on the defensive end.
And what does that mean? What are you looking for with a defensive end?
Well, you want to play off of what he does. If he collapses inside towards the running back, then you pull it and take it yourself outside in. If he stays outside, you go ahead and leave it with the running back. In this case, pulled it and got good yardage himself.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Here we go on 4th down. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th.
Check 24, check 24. Bang, 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 bang. Shit.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Watch out. Whip. Okay? Kill. Check your hot read. Switch. Watch the twist.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. A couple of plays sent him the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14. Murray with a 3rd and long. Wide open receiver complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains. They'll run it now out of the gun. He's got the lane, and there he goes. Touchdown, Cardinals. A great effort there with touchdown number 8 on the year as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
Partner, I think we can all agree that was a pretty darn good opening drive right there. And the key to it all, going for it on 4th down earlier in the drive. Set a tone for it, and the best part, it made it pay off.
That'll be taken in the end zone.
Here we go. 6-1. Tight down. There you go.
Throwing on 1st down. Love. Looking for Cooper. That's complete. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. They get 14 there. 1st down, Vikings. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42. To throw on 2nd down. Love. And he rifles one incomplete. Amari Cooper, the intended target. But now it'll be 3rd down.
Well, it doesn't take any great analysis. No jokes, partner, okay? All right, on this one. But we just know that we're going to see this as the game moves forward. There's going to be 2 guys on him on just about every snap.
It's kind of a dare to throw his way, but they have to keep throwing his way.
The benefits could be great. You throw it to a great receiver, he could come down with it anyway.
Watch the shift.
3rd down, Dalvin Cook. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. On 1st down, Love. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the 1st down completion. On 2nd down, Cook. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line.
He was brought down at the 26. A gain of 4 yards. And the Vikings 1st down.
They run again on 1st down, Cook. And they'll get this down to the 10. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set them up 1st and goal. 1st and goal and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. From the gun, Love. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Amari Cooper, his 2nd touchdown on the season as his guys are on the board here in this 1st quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the #1 thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action, now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad.
Is that
He would have
Hayes?
kept it on the ground.
Check 99. Check the backer. Check the backer.
They'll run it now out of the gun. He finds an opening past the 40. And he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45. A gain there of 30 big ones. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45.
You got tight right there.
Throwing on 1st down is Murray. Forced out to his left. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
I'm scared. Kill. Any weapon.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Murray. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's their 2nd, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this 2nd quarter. We'll be right back. Now that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long. Throwing on 3rd and long. Murray flushed out right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
After the sack, you could understand him maybe being a little bit nervous back there, a little skittish. He looked awfully decisive when he took off and ran.
Very decisive and picked up that 1st down in the process. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the Vikings' 14-yard line.
53 is the mic. Strip that ball. Strip that ball. He's checking crack. Back.
And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Cardinals have taken the lead. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And that makes the score 14-7. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Love, and lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Shit. Under 10. 10. Get in the weight room. Rush in. Hey.
Throwing again. Love. And his throw is incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. Now on 3rd down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Might have needed just one more block. As it stands, 37-yard return. And the Cardinals, great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Check 31, check 31.
Murray now on 1st down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. And still plenty of time remaining here in this 2nd quarter. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. On 2nd down, here's Murray. And an alley to run. Out to his left. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a 1st down.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creep. Safety creep. Check the 6. Pull it. Now. Out, 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 out. Kill, 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 kill.
And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a first with 3rd down looming. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter, 14-7.
Get him, boy. Get him, boy.
Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Okay, baby, I see you.
And no field goal try here from the red zone offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th.
Hey, check 24. Watch 24. Go. Watch zoom. Kill. Kill. Sponge, edge. No. Check.
They'll try and run for it. Going absolutely nowhere. He'll wind up losing a yard or 2. The Cardinals unable to convert there on 4th down. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the 2nd half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s. Back-to-back, what a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. 17 yards, 1st down, Vikings. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Check nickel.
Operating from the gun. Love. He's going to rifle one deep left. He's got him in. Complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
Ready. Real. That's it. Ringo. Ringo.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Love. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there.
Complete to number 83. It's a gain of 17.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw again. Love. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here and 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. From the gun, Love. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Cards with a lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Throwing on first down. Love. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
Switch. Check. Crunch. 57's the mic. 57's the mic.
First down, Murray. Escaping the pressure. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Daniil Hunter make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further.
Check 25. 80 weapon. Hot seven. Slam.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Murray now, 3rd and goal. And that is incomplete.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
So a good snap, good hold, and right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, partner.
You mean like kicking the ball?
Exactly.
Well, that was a high score.
Doesn't matter. I don't care what level. You hit them, they go through. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
They find themselves down 17-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10.
Watch twins. Watch twins.
Trying to fire up that running game with Dalvin Cook. And he's going to get this deep onto Arizona's side of the field. A big play there out of Cook. 59 yards for him on the ground.
Check 20. Check 3. Check 3. Slam.
Cook. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
To throw on 2nd down. Love. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. That's Deron Payne with a sack that time.
Check 3.
On 3rd down, Cook. And they're going to get him down well short of the 1st as he can only get this to about the 19. Call it a gain of 5. 4th down now. On 4th down, Love. And that is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Cardinal defense is going to get the football back. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in the big.
Accelerating and off he goes. Touchdown, Cardinals. A big play there. 75 yards. And the Cardinals push further out in front. He's been having a great game, and that one right there, his best run so far, and it ends with 6 points.
And not only that, in his mind, what is he thinking? Can I get to 200 yards as well? Because he knows he's closing in on it. He may not know the exact number, but the best runners have a feel of what the yardage is that they're compiling, and he knows that he's getting close to that 200-yard mark now.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Amari Cooper, his intended receiver, and now it's second down.
Second and 10 at the 25-yard line.
An incomplete pass leads to second and 10 from the 25. Give to Cook out of the gun. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 18 there and give the Vikings a first down. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. It's the Vikings in possession of the football, but they need some points. They're trailing here to start the fourth. Following the good run by Cook, here's another first and 10. Now a handoff as they run left side. And this time they're able to bottle him up as they'll stop him at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Second and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Off the play fake. Love. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Deron Payne able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Throwing on third and long. Love. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. The Vikings send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the second time. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Cards are going to have the football with a first and 10 deep in their own territory. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Well, there are two scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball. You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
But you're going to tell me, good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first, it's good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage. Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
The Cardinals on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 17. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. The Vikings going to use their third and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this fourth quarter. Here comes the Cardinals punter now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And where will this be spotted? The side judge says it went out just across midfield.
First down and 10 at their own 46-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A 24-yard touchdown as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Right now clinging to a one-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Murray again, 2nd and 10. On the move to his left. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Murray going to try to throw on 3rd down. And he bats it away, and it falls down, incomplete.
Intended for number 88, incomplete. It's now 4th down.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
53 is the mic. 53 is the mic. Hey, get in the weight room. Let's go, let's go.
Murray sets to throw on 4th. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. Murray now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Murray now on 1st down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. So he can't hang on. And as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know. But you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Hey, defense, let's go. Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog.
And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. Second down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Check, Mike 57, Mike 57.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
57 to Mike. Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball.
Murray and company going for it on 4th. Being chased out left. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Cardinals unable to convert there on 4th down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
He's coming, he's coming, he's coming. Big ass. It's free. Check 99.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. He'll get 15 and a Vikings first down. Back to throw. And this is caught. It's Cooper. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Amari Cooper, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, as they can now tie the game with the extra point here in the final 2 minutes. A very important extra point there, up and good, and we are tied here in the 4th quarter. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Come on, D. Alert 3.
Now this time, Murray to throw it. He's got his man. This is Tate. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game.
Hey, watch it. check, Mike 57, Mike 57. You run. Watch the motion. Short. 57's the Mike. Too little,
He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he's got it all the way down to the 12-yard line. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down.
First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
And now they're going to get the timeout. A huge play has him in field goal range with a chance to win. And everything right now rests on the right foot of Zane Gonzalez. And it is good. He splits the uprights on the chip shot.